Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, Dark Devious, bringing you another video review, this time from Thrilling 30. It's Skids. Generations Deluxe Class Skids. And out of the two new molds we got in the wave, he's pretty cool. I like Waspinator better, but he's not a bad new mold himself. He had some issues that I've taken care of, and again, I just having to fix a figure out of package. It seems to be the norm with a lot of Hasbro stuff, and I've had to fix something on almost the entire wave. Waspinator had his problems in his legs. I took care of them. Goldfire, I don't know if I'm going to put this review up before Goldfire, but he is just a mess that I'm going to be working on to try and tighten up. I had to tighten up him and also had to switch the thighs around like most people have had to do. But, you know, what can you do? He's still cool. He's still cool. I mean, this is a nice little car mode. I mean, his original was a small minivan. Now he's a small little hatchback. That works. Nice blue. Love the red rims. Nice Autobot symbol up there. Love the details here and with the headlights and stuff. Really nice. And they even did the taillights. I didn't have to do the taillights. That is always a bonus to me. That's pet peeve. No taillights on a car. And his weapons here. He's got two guns that he comes with, amongst other weapons. And he's got one here. His big rifle. And this little machine gun doohickey. And as you see, they combine into one big gun. And I actually prefer the big gun. So I leave it like that. Alright. I'm going to get him in his robot mode and we'll see how he looks there. We'll be right back. Alrighty, here's Skids in his robot mode. Or his basic robot mode, I should say. And he looks pretty cool. Does have slight problems standing. I have tried to alleviate that with, you know, configuring the legs like everybody says, putting that part in there and all that, and I'm still having slight issues getting him to stand the right way. I don't know. He just doesn't want to cooperate with me today. I have gotten him to stand really well. I don't know what his issue is today, but, you know, whatever. He just wants to be a pain, I guess. I mean, he's pretty cool in this mode, other than, you know, the standing issue. And it just seems to be how his center of gravity is, I guess. It's just not where you want it to be. When you have all his weapons on him and all that, he has a tendency to stand better when everything's moved forward. I don't know. Yeah, seems to be standing better there. Gotta really almost chicken leg him to get him to stand, but the ball joints in his ankles are a little loose. I need to get in there and tighten them up. That's one of the problems. And yeah, he was another one where I had to fix, like, his ball joints in his hips were really bad. His hips were, these were actually backwards, as a lot of people had. His shoulders were really loose. I had to actually pop this whole assembly out, tighten all that up. But still, he's a really cool new mold. I'm sure, like, the remold that's coming out of him, I can't remember the name, but I'm sure that one's not going to have as many problems, because the mold might be a little tighter, just like, you know, Gold Bug is a little tighter than Bumblebee, but not by much. And the weapons on his arms are linked, and they can pop out like this, though I prefer them underslung like that. Stay like that. And up here on his shoulders, if you take this part of his front bumper and untab it and bring it down on both sides, he's got missile launchers. Alright, really cool. And then back here, if you undo this, you can just See if I can get him to flip up. Come on. I haven't found the mechanism that actually triggers their release, but he does have guns, shoulder-mounted guns. So he really is, he's a walking Autobot arsenal, basically. He just does not want to cooperate today. And he looks pretty cool. You know, if you can get his legs tightened up and get everything tightened up on him so he'll stand right. As I said, he stands better with his weapons deployed for some reason. I guess it's because this extra weight's off his back and now up on his shoulders, so it kind of brings his center of gravity together a little bit. I don't know. Zoom in on his head. You can see that. He's got a nice head sculpt. No light piping. He has nice painted yellow eyes, which is really cool. Alright. So he's one of the ones from the wave I do recommend getting. Leg issues aside, he really is a good figure once you figure out how to get his legs like this so that, you know, you can get his center of gravity out more and tighten up some of his ball joints. Just be wary that you're going to be tightening some of the parts on him just because. Alright? But yeah, I still recommend him. His articulation, shoulders, he's got a ball joint in the elbow. He does have a waist. It's a tight waist. Forward, his legs would go back, but if you had him, his hips are the other way around, the hip bone, his legs wouldn't go forward, they would just go back. So it's better to have them go forward. He does have a ratcheting knee. I'm not going to move it because it kind of makes him slightly unstable. His head is not on a ball joint where it's actually on a pin and socket joint, so you get a lot of up and down movement on him and back and forth, so that's pretty nice. So there you go. As he actually stands while he's going tripod mode. So yeah, if you see him, get him. Out of the 4 figures in this wave, I recommend him. Recommend Waspinator. The other 2, it depends on if you're a fan of the molds or if you're a fan of the characters or whatever. Alright? You all be good. Later.